Hi everyone, my name is Rui and I'm presenting the work we developed for the drug prod track of BioCreative. The goal of the drug prod task was to develop a system for extracting relations between chemicals and proteins in PubMed abstracts. Here we see a sample sentence with activation and inhibition interactions between some chemicals and proteins. For this task, 13 relation types were defined. The drug prod dataset was composed by PubMed abstracts, annotated entities, and relations. The drug prod dataset was split into three subsets. The training and development subsets were used for developing our model, while the test subset was used for official evaluation. Regarding the distribution of relations, we see these are highly unbalanced. The inhibitor interaction is the most frequent one, and there are some interactions that are almost non-existent. The first step of our system consists in splitting the documents into sentences. Then we consider as candidates for the relation extraction all the chemical protein pairs within the same sentence, ignoring pairs with overlapping entities. The next step is about encoding the text. For that, we use the PubMedBERT transformer-based model. We perform tokenization, dummification, where we replace the chemical and protein mentions by dummy tokens, padding or truncation since we set a maximum input sentence length, and finally from the BERT output we concatenate the CLES and the dummy token representations. For the classifier model, we test three approaches that we denote here as base, last layer, and attention. In the base approach, the classifier corresponds to a two-layer neural network followed by a softmax or sigmoid activation function for single-level or multi-level predictions. As you see here, the input corresponds to a sentence and a candidate chemical protein pair. It is tokenized and the entities are replaced by dummy tokens, and from PubMedBERT, we use the CLES and the dummy token representations as the input for the two-layer neural network. Regarding the last layer approach, the only difference is that we additionally train the last layer of the transformer model. The final approach, denoted attention, consists in adding a multi-head attention mechanism. First, we created a relation class embedding representations using textual definitions from the annotation guidelines. Then, we considered the class representations as queries and the sentence output from BERT as key and value. The intuition behind this mechanism is to give the model an idea of what type of information we are looking for in each relation class. The output representation obtained from the attention mechanism was then concatenated with the CLES and dummy token representations. This final representation is then forwarded to the neural network classifier. Other details about our system are, for instance, we perform a balancing between precision and recall to maximize F1 score by selecting an optimal threshold to predict a relation class as positive. Also, we average the 4 models predictions using different random initializations, which consistently allow to improve our results. In this table, you see the configuration of our 5 submitted runs and the respective official results. The base approach attained the 0.60 F1 score, corresponding to our lowest result. The attention approach, using relation class representations, proved valuable by surpassing our base approach by 6 percentage points. However, we observed that training the last layer of BERT was way more beneficial, achieving our best results, being 9 percentage points above the average from the submissions of all teams. As future work, we intend to perform dependency parsing, evaluate the use of entity markers, explore the use of other tools and models, and perform multitask learning. Finally, we'd like to thank the BioCreative organizers for having these challenges. And with this, I end my presentation. Thank you for your attention.